Hello. I hope you guys all had a wonderful day. We were supposed to get rain, and then we didn't get rain, and it's all good. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix my camera here so you guys can see everything. So, I was originally going to finish up some of the cards from Whale Done, and we still might if we have time. But with all this talk about going back to school and stuff like that, I thought it might be fun to do some of these. So this is in the regular catalog. It's called Harvest Hello, and it has a corresponding punch. And you know how much I love punches, right? Punches are fantastic. So I thought I would show you some ideas of how, if maybe you have a pumpkin set or what have you, maybe this might be something you could use with yours. So I did some watercoloring with it. So this is what we did, or what I did. So my watercolor paper, my nice pumpkin orange, got it all nice and juicy. And then basically just sort of added some color. And I brush on my pad. Some people take like the little mini and will stamp on it and then wipe it on the things. There's lots of different ways of doing that. There's just do whatever works for you, really. So it's sort of like what we talked about with some of our other flowers, right? You just sort of go darker where you think the shades are, and lighter where the light is, right? So I'm not going to do a whole bunch, but I did do a whole bunch, and I'll show you what we're going to do. So where are they? Here they are. And there are my pumpkins. Aren't they cute? So in the set, it gives you a little stem. It gives you some leaves, some little curly cues. You could add a pumpkin face. It's got some really cute little sentiments. And then there's apple ones, and I'll show you the apple ones afterwards. So this is from the Playful Patterns. This is from the Crate set. So this actually is part of a box that actually makes like a little crate box, but I just wanted the side of it, and I thought it would be fun to load it up with some pumpkins, of course. So let's go ahead and glue this down, and then I'll show you the super cute apple one. So sometimes it's handy, I know for me anyway, is to have a color wheel close by for you to be able to sort of take a peek at and sort of see what colors correspond. So I know across from the color wheel of orange is a blue. So I know that a blue and orange will be a good combination. I wouldn't necessarily put an orange with an orange, or I mean you could, but when you really want to get that contrast, having a color wheel can really help. I know I rely on a color wheel often to sort of help me with that. So I want to kind of pop this up. So I thought I'll use my dimensional stuff here. Just because I want it to be kind of sticky-uppy. Look at all my technical terms. I think you guys just come around to hear all of these important official technical terms. I'm telling you. Sticky-uppy. It's a very, very technical term. So my idea was to have my crate kind of sticky uppy, and I trimmed off just a smidgen on the sides, but enough that when it was bent over it would hide the dimensionals. And then this little tag was also part of the same set as the crate, but the Give Thanks is from the Harvest Hello. So my idea was for some of these one of the pumpkins to be out, and then a couple of the pumpkins inside. Now I realized that I've put the dimensional, so I can't really get a third one in, and it'll be too high. So, but I think this looks really cute just like that. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to, I think, pop this one up a bit, and I'm going to put this one down flat. So this was watercolored paper that did the same technique as the first pumpkin I showed you. And then I let it dry because it was quite saturated. I just let it dry, and then I just fussy cutted it out. Now you could use the stamp, the punch, if you wanted to. I had time, so I cut it out. I think this should be okay. My dog has a bad habit of getting, oh, maybe I do have to put 3 in. All right, I will have to put 3. Of getting right behind my chair, and then I have to like slide him back on the hardwood floor so that he, gotta put this one on a curve so that I don't roll over him when I'm trying to get stuff. There. And then I'm going to put him there, and part of him is kind of elevated, so I'm going to do that. Just like that. Now the Give Thanks, I could add like a little string to it. We can do like a little like that. Oh, I like that. That's really cute. All right, let's do that. Glue dots. So let's see if I can do both at the same time here. And then I'll put one extra glue dot for good measure. Oh, I like it. There. Isn't that cute? So, great little stamp set. You can do some watercolor. If you have a pumpkin stamp set, pull out some, we've got some great watercolor paper in the catalog. And then you can make yourself some nice little pumpkins. Now let me show you the apples I did. I did more pumpkins, but we'll come back to that in a second. So the apples, same idea. So green is across from red on the color wheel. So this is just a subtle embossing folder. And I did some red apples and I did some green apples. And then this was some leftover wood grain paper, but I realized after I have the wood grain going the wrong way, but you won't know only because I told you, so don't tell anybody. Shh, it's a secret. So let's put this one on. Nope, I'm all out of glue. I always have my backup. And I've run out of glue on that one too. All right. I was crafting this afternoon, so I've run out. Let me see. 2 seconds here. Actually, I can show you how easy it is to change the glue. So this is the new Stampin' Seal snail adhesive. It has a nice handle, so it fits really nicely in your hand. So it's a little bit larger than the other one. And it's really this simple to change. This is the new, so this is just the refill. So basically I open up my refill, which I will have to put on my order. If anyone's interested in some products, I will be placing an order in shortly. I just take this one out. It's got a couple of little T-bars there. I place that one on so I can read my stamp and seal. It really doesn't, there's no T-bars on this side, so it really can only fit one way. And then you press it together. Bim, bam, boom. Done. Super simple. All right. And then we're back to rolling again here. There we go. All right. There we go. Hopefully the dog's not breathing so heavily that you can't hear anything. Yesterday he was killing me with his gas. Today he's killing me with his doggy breath. But he loves that everybody's home. He loves his family. All right, so same thing as I'm just adding the strip dimensionals. And the same thing as the last one, I just sort of bent it over a little bit. But this time, I'm gonna get my apples ready. So this set also has like half apples, which is really cute, and then little seeds. So I've seen some people decorate with the seeds, and I might do that another time too. So I did some of the half apples as well. So we've got red, green. So my idea was that, again, sort of like the pumpkins, that we'd have some red apples and some green apples, kind of like that, and then put some of the slices down below. So I don't have very many, I only did a couple of the apples, so I think I'm going to put him on the side like that. This one, I think I'll put like that. Whoops. And again, it's the same kind of washing water technique there that I used. And then I'm going to pop up this one here a bit. And then we'll put the crate on. We'll put our crate on like that. And then we will add our little half apples like that. I thought that would be cute. I didn't cut out a sentiment for this one, but I could always go back and do that if I wanted to. Like the dog's now flopped himself down. There. Super cute. You could add a little bow. No, I've got, oh, I know what might be nice. I can do like a thin little twine one. I really like this linen thread. It comes in like a thicker one and a thinner one, and they're both great. I really like them, and they're like a crumb cake kind of color. Whoops. Let's try this again. I do know how to tie bows. There we go. Put some light on the subject. So we've got a thinner one, or there we go. Whoops. Or let's see if we can tie a thicker one here. Thicker one you might be able to see a bit better, eh? I have a, but that might be too much green. I was gonna say I have a green ribbon, but that might be too much green. So do we want the thin one or a bit thicker? Thin or thick? I could do a double one with the thin one, I guess. What do we think? Thin or thick? Any preferences? I think the thicker one, because the thinner one you kind of lose it on the spot there. So let's do that one. Yeah, I think the thicker one too. There. So yeah, I thought about finishing up the whale one, but I really just, with, you know, all this talk about going back to school and everything, I thought that would be fun. So with that in mind, of course, I had this, the green floral hoop, the green floral wire. So I just take the wire, I just wrap it around this to get the size that I want. I cut it, and then what I'll do is I'll glue it down. I won't be able to do it now because it does take a bit of time to glue. So my idea was, oh, I found this really cool at the dollar store. It's like a, what would you call that? Like a burlap kind of thing, but it's full adhesive, which I thought was awesome. So my idea was to use the burlap adhesive to help hold down the ring. But I was going to do something on the background, and I didn't sort of get around to it. I kind of lost track of time. So I will do that another time. But I wanted to show you that if you decide to order the Gleaming Series, Designer Series paper, and you get the punch with it, I want to show you what you can do with this punch. Ha ha ha. Because you know me, I like things that you can use good value for your money. You take your orange paper, you punch it out. So at the top where the little nubby is, I'm just going to do a small V. And at the bottom, I'm going to do another small V. And then you take your markers, your blends, and I'm just going to do the same shape that you do with those pumpkins there. And presto changeo, you've got yourself a little mini pumpkin. Look at that. If you just look around, you might have things you didn't even realize you had. So, you know, you could add some little pumpkins to this. Just pile up a whole bunch of little pumpkins. So take a look around to see what you have that you might not have thought could be used for one thing, you know, could be used for, so I liked that because you could use it as a little pumpkin punch. It's like, oh, cute little pumpkins. How cute is that? All right, so I was very excited to show you that. I discovered that while I was trying to tidy up my cluttered mess here. So how about, we'll save these ones for another day. But how about we finish up my By the Sea ones. How are we doing for time here? 14 minutes. I've been chatting to you, so got a little bit of time left. All right. Like I said, when I get these things ready, I try and plan ahead, and I get so excited. I often plan like extra cards, and so here we'll do this one. I think that one's a really pretty one. So this one is cut at 4 1/4, folded in half, and then folded in half again. Okay, this is Balmy Blue, no, Pacific Point. And then I have the Designer Series paper, what I had left from the pack for my cards. One is slightly larger than the other. Look at that, isn't that cute? All the little whales, and it's such cute paper, so cute. I'm definitely gonna have to order myself another pack because it's so versatile. I just think it's so cute. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I just like this fold. It's really cute. So then this is the Stitched So Sweetly, the largest rectangle. And this is a cherry cobbler. And then I used, again, some of the Designer Series paper that I had left that kind of looks like Under the Ocean. And pop it on there. And then he's going to go like that, so that when you open it, ta-da, isn't that cute? And then this little white piece will go inside so that you can actually have something to write on. I mean, I could put a piece here too, but. So I'm going to do half. There we go. And sort of make sure that it's centered, that it looks somewhat even when it's closed. Kind of like that. And then I had some of my seaweed that my friend gave me, so I thought I'd add a little seaweed. I think I'm all out of, oh, I got one left. Haha. Got my little trinket. And then I was going to pop my whale up. Like that. Here, I'll put some glue dots on him. But again, if you don't have the seaweed, you can always use the Forever Ferns and use some of those, cut some of those up and use for seaweed. And they're really pretty too. So it's a good value. But we'll put, because I've got these guys I can use up. So let's do that. Like that. And then my anchor for the bottom. I'm just going to roll my glue dot a bit so that it doesn't go over the edge. There we go. Isn't he cute? He's very cute. So cute. All right. 21. All right. Last one. Maybe I have a sentiment. Let's see. Did I? Yes. Okay. This one I'll just show you. We won't finish it, but I just show you. So this one was some of the designer series paper from the whale. So see, sometimes one side has like under the ocean, and this was like a coral, and then I embossed it in the under the sea embossing folder. So I just thought it just added more texture to it, not just the paper, but then having the embossing folder. So I thought it was pretty cool. All right, last one, and then it's Friday night. So this one, I wanted to do color tone on tone, and this one we used remember the white ink with the little dauber, and we just sort of brushed over the top to give it a little bit more depth. And then I had some strips left over, so I thought it would look kind of pretty on either side. So I'm going to stick that on. Almost like frame it. Instead of a whole piece of designer series paper, which you can do, but if you don't have any left, I know I got tons of these strips left. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these strips. And see, ta-da, you put that on, and it looks like you got a whole sheet underneath. Shh, don't tell anybody, it's a secret. It's a great way to use up all those little leftover strips because they just sit in my bin and I'm looking at them going, I don't know what to do with you guys. All right. So then this is again from the Stitched So Sweetly set. And then I heat embossed it with My Love for You is Bigger Than the Ocean. This is square. What color is this one again? This one is Calypso Coral. This is just some of the, again, a piece of the designer series paper that I had left. As you can see, my pieces are getting smaller and smaller. I don't have any big pieces left anymore. All I have left are these smaller pieces. So having to be creative with how to use all my leftover pieces, right? So because I didn't have a great big piece, I thought, well, I'll just do a small piece, and then I was meant to do it on an angle. Nope. This seal is very good. You don't need a lot. It does the job. All right, so I can either pop, yeah, let's pop that up. I was gonna say we can pop that up or pop the whale up, but I think because I glued it down, I'll pop it up so you can still sort of see this stuff underneath. The seal is very strong. It works very well. All right. Let's see if I got them all. All right, here we go. So we'll sort of pop them up. This card is not going the way I had envisioned. This is going here. This is going here. It was supposed to be on an angle, then this, but that didn't quite work out. So like that, like that. I'm going to do a little bit of glue just behind where the words are so you can't really see it, and then some glue on him, and he's done. So not quite how I had envisioned it because I got talking and not paying attention, but you get the general idea. Like that. There. I don't have any turtles left, like I don't have anything else. I mean, I could put some greenery, but I think it's busy enough as it is. So there you go. There's our Friday with some watercolor of apples and pumpkins, thinking about back to school and finishing up the last few cards from our Whale of a Time designer series paper. Thank you so much for joining me on a Friday evening. I'm sure there's lots of other things that you could be doing. Oh, can't forget these. I love these gems. These are the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. So pretty. They've got such nice colors. So pretty. Here, let's add a few. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sure there are lots of things that you could be doing other than listening to me prattle on, but I really so appreciate having you guys come and hang out and listen. I am having an open house next Saturday, selling all of the cards that we're making here, as well as a few other goodies like boxes with sentiments and things like that, and oops, and paper flowers and stuff like that. So there'll be lots of things. If you're able to join or pop over, that would be lovely. I love that color. It goes really nicely. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, look, there's a green one here too. Oh. What did I use to color? This is watercolor paper. I use watercolor. It's watercolor paper and ink. That's it, that's all. There you go. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Next week, so exciting. We're going to be doing the peony. No, just ink. I just inked it, stamped it and inked it. Or where did I put it now? Watercolor paper, stamped it. The crates came from, it's an expired thing now, but I have an extra one. If anyone wants to borrow it. It makes like a whole crate thing, and I don't have it within reach, so I'll post a picture of it. Maybe I'll do it as a giveaway or something. That'll be fun. So anyway, I'm so sorry. I get distracted. Aqua painters. Yep. These guys. Yep. Stampin' Up! Has come out with new ones. So in their regular catalog, they've got 2 paintbrushes and now so 2 thinner paintbrushes and then a nice wider paintbrush. So if you wanted to do like wider sections, so they've got 3 now in the catalog. They're quite nice. So before you just got the 2, and now you get 3. So you get a smaller one, a little bit bigger one, and then quite a wide one. So yeah. So we just stamped it, did some aqua painting, blending. I might have added, with this one, I added a little bit of the white. I've been really enjoying having that white pigment. There's a lot you can do with it. A lot more than, we can do the brush on the embossing folders. You can use it to add highlights to areas. So I did it here with the apple because I really wanted to make sure that this was more white. I did it here with some of the pumpkin with this apple. I used the white pigment just to make sure. Yeah, so all right, thank you so much. Tomorrow, like I said, next week we're doing the peony flowers. They're beautiful, so pretty. You're gonna love them. So thank you so much and have yourself a wonderful weekend.